Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another episode of our Project Architects 2 series. And today we're going to be getting into some fun stuff that we've been needing to get into before we start working on the Adventure tab. So what I mean by that is we need some type of protection. So we're going to make some armor from the Project E category, which is supposed to be super OP. Let me update you a little bit on the world though before we get started into that. So as you can see, I have this automated now, this chest, and it is just creating diamonds being pulled out and put into a EMC link Mark III. And then if we go all the way over here, you see I added a little bit of a pathway in right here that's going to come down to this little area I dug out of this mountainside where we're going to have our create set up, just to have something outside. And also, like I said, I want to utilize out here. This stuff is just cooking up still, just chilling up here. 400,000 EMC. As you can see in the top, we have 70 million. That's just because I've been trying to find things to do around the base to kind of let our EMC build up. So right here with our auto crafters, so our pattern, or our assemblers and our pattern providers, all I did was just add the different layers in. We already went through that in another episode. I just added some more in there. I never actually made a casing or a drive for our 4K storages, so we can do that. These have just been cooking up. This is a tier 6, and that's adding probably like 4,000. And I cleared out this room because then I think we might do auto smelting over here. I'm not 100% sure, but I have that set up right there to be finished on while recording with you guys. And none of this has really changed over here, but that's about it. Well, one thing that I'll say we can add on top of what we can do today is we can make that drive real quick. It shouldn't be too difficult. So we look up drive. We should be able to craft one of these pretty simply. Yep, just like that. And then we have our 10Ks or 4Ks up here. Our 4 10Ks. 10 4Ks. And we can put those in item storage cells just like so. And we should be able to make all 10 of those. And then now I have it set up right there. I'm pretty sure if I just slap that down right there, both of those should be online, which they are. And now we should be good on storage. But getting into the red matter and, well, getting into, the red matter gear, we're first going to need to get dark matter gear. So we're going to need 5, 11, 13, 17, 18, 20, 22 pieces of, or 22 things of dark matter. So dark matter, we can just make these just like this. Boom, we got our helmet. Which these are expensive, so each dark matter block's 100,000. So some of these pieces are over $1 million a piece, which is kind of pricey. But now that we have our dark matter set, which comes with some knockback resistance and everything like that, now we need to go to red matter and do the exact same thing we just did, which is, I believe this needs to be right there. We got our red matter boots, got our red matter helmet, red matter chest plate, and then our red matter leggings. Now we can take this stuff off. Toss that on. Now we have red matter, and it took about a good couple billion or a million away. We were at like 70 million, but now we are at 50. But there's more that we can do. So with these, we can add these in here, and so this will give us night vision, if we create this recipe. So we are going to create this recipe. What we need to make is Klein stars. We gotta learn these things. So let's get to a tablet where we have one somewhere, so we can learn these along the way, make our lives easier. Because then we can just take the 4 of these, make this one, learn that, and then take 4 more. And we can learn that one. And then we can take 4 of these, make that, which I think that's what that needs. Yes, it's a Klein star omega, which we can learn. And that Klein star omega is 25 million, which I'm wondering why we're down 25 million. Oh, probably because this isn't. Oh, no, put that in there. There we go. Wonder, yeah, we should probably put all of these back in there. Oh, not in there. All right. Oh, we can put these back in there too, like so. And then now we should be able to craft this helmet once we craft these, which will need the water buckets. So we need to grab some buckets. Craft one of those. And then we also need to craft one of these, which we can learn both of these, I believe. Can learn that one, can't learn the necklace one. But now we should be able to craft this, which this will now give us night vision, which is nice. And then what does the chest plate one give? Infernal armor might make you immune to gravity. This one right here will give you, I think it gives you flight and more speed. So we're actually going to make those ones. So let's do, so now, yep, we should have flight, creative flight with the boots, and we should also have a speed boost plus night vision. So that's what we'll do with that for right now. Let's go to our quest real quick, because if we go into the Project E, we can actually claim a few things here. Oh, it wants us to craft all of this, so we won't be able to claim that. But in our adventure bound, I did complete the compressed blocks, so we can claim that, which just gave us some iron, which nothing crazy. And then Project E, we made this harvest ring, but are not using it. So we have an ancient ancient thing there, so that's nice. I believe that's everything, but the last thing I want to create is this red matter guitar. And to do that, you have to create all of the dark matter tools. And then you have to combine, you make those red matter, and then combine those with more red matter. So let's make these real quick. dark matter shears, dark matter axe, dark matter sword, dark matter hoe, and then we can make red matter shears, red matter axe, red matter sword, and then a red matter hoe. Oof. We don't have enough to complete the actual sword, the pickaxe itself. But let me go back and we can go to the adventure bound, and we can actually, I think it's this one, we can, should have been able to craft this, but we can't now. We should have crafted that first. Not a big deal. We can give ourselves a little boost with this stuff right here. Now we're back. So what we can do is we can craft this plushie right here, which this little guy took up all of our stuff, but he is worth 10 million, which is really nice because now we should be able to craft the red guitar, which, let me go outside, because I believe the red guitar is supposed to be super duper powerful. All right, so with this red guitar, for instances, we're in this big forest. If we shave one log and then hit it again, deletes everything in like 1,000 block radius, which is absolutely insane. So you don't want to use that in your base. But it also does a 28 attack damage, plus 24 attack damage, plus 4 attack damage. It does a lot of damage. So we can definitely get rid of our normal. Actually, we don't need our axe in there either. I don't know about shovel, but that's the red guitar, super OP, which the reason I wanted to get this done and handled is because it was going to allow for us to move on to the next portion of the adventure, because we will have to kill the warden, kill the ender dragon, go through this whole process. So like, it's just another part of the end game, which we're gonna have to get through ours also, which is something that we can do pretty easily. Honestly, so like I might, because if you look at the adventure bound, we have to get into Farmer's Delight, which in general isn't that difficult, but it does take a few different types of processing, just like so. And then like, so I'll have to get into create. So next episode we'll probably get into create and just deep dive into create and see what we can do there. Without further ado, guys, hope you guys have a great day though. Thank you for watching. We got a few things checked off the list, and hopefully by next episode we can just start farming a bunch of things, which I do want to take out this one and the other one that we created, which I think it's plushie. Oh, which we can't create because we don't have enough EMC, but it's in there. I do want to take those out and put those on pedestals so we have those, because I thought that I saw that in a video. I thought that would be cool, so we'll probably do something along those lines. So in the next episode I will catch you guys then.